Chris Reardon.
From the Mirrorball studio in Royal Berkshire, this is Chris Reardon.
Welcome along, boys and girls. It's Chris Reardon with the United Kingdom Talk. Welcome to another exciting little insight into my world. Once again, it's Chris Reardon with the United Kingdom Talk. Am I sounding a bit far away today? Am I echoing slightly? Might be a bit too far away from the microphone now. I don't know. Can you hear me all right? Is it okay? I like it to be proper, you know. Let me take the headphones off now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad those of you that have seen the video of this programme are quite enjoying this. It wasn't my intention at all to start videoing every show, but we'll do another one today, so this one's on the YouTube as well, all right? So if you want to see as well as listen, go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Look for the show that's dated... Yes, is it the 19th? Look for the show that's dated the 19th of January, and you'll see links there to the video version of this show. There's no more except pictures, all right? There's nothing else exciting. It's just sound with pictures, like a mini television. There we are. Now, lots and lots, look, of emails. I'm going to have a job keeping to my New Year's resolution of not making anyone wait for more than a couple of shows for their emails to come up if I don't do these immediately. Oh, but I can't remember if I told you, one of the presents I got this year was for Christmas, last year rather. I know it's going back a few weeks now. One of the presents I got for Christmas was a Doctor Who K9. You don't know what that is, do you? A Doctor Who K9. It's like a little dog. That Doctor, you know the TV series Doctor Who, yes? It was like a little electric dog that used to follow him around and say, "Master!" Well, I got one of these for Christmas from my friend Justin. And I eagerly and excitedly opened it on Christmas night only to find it did not work. I put the batteries in that came with the item, and it did not work. How sad was I? A little lost boy with presents that don't even work. They all hate me. They hate me. They do it on purpose, you know. People do it on purpose. They do these things just to make me unhappy. I'm sure they do. Anyway, so it was Justin, the manager from the Steam Coach, that did this. Yes. So I rung him up and I brought it back to him, and he tried it as well, and we couldn't get it to work. So Justin took it back to the... Well, he didn't take it back to the shop because he can't find... well, we chucked the box away. Oh, here we go again. You know, have you got the box? No, I haven't got the box. Oh, don't it annoy you? When you go into a shop, have you got the box? No, I haven't got the box. Lucky to have the receipt, dear. Just take it back. We don't want it. Abort this item. We don't want it, dear. Get rid of it. Abort. Push that red button. Anyway, so he hasn't taken it back yet. But I went to work on Friday, right? And guess what? He's bought me a replacement gift. Or he had bought me a replacement. This is not last week, the week before. He bought me a replacement gift. How excited was I? It is a remote-controlled Dalek. Exterminate. Do not dispute with the Daleks. You would make a good Dalek. Where is the Doctor? You know, bought me a Dalek from Doctor Who. Got that home, put the batteries in. Guess what? It didn't work. I know. It didn't work. So I rang him. Was it yesterday? Yes, I rang him yesterday morning. I said, this isn't working either. I said, do me a favour. I said, I don't go... And this is true, I don't go around looking at how much people have spent on various presents. I know some people do that. Oh, yes, dear. they will sit there on the internet with their presents or go into a shop to see how much someone spent on them at Christmas. Isn't that awful? I think that's absolutely hideous and horrendous. So I don't do that. But I said to him, I said, look, do me a favour, don't buy any more of those Doctor Who products because they don't work. I said, get me an electric train set. So I put the phone down. Then I thought to myself, shall I try some other batteries? And I thought, no, I won't try any other batteries in the Dalek. I said, because they're the same ones that came out of the K9. And they must be all right because they came with the K9. And then I thought, no, I will try some other batteries. And guess what? It works perfectly. So I rung Justin straight away. I says, you're going to hate me for this. He says, what? I said, I've just tried another set of batteries in the Dalek and it's working perfectly. It's quite a large Dalek. I've got it here. Look at this. This is... Oh, yes. Here is it. I've got my Dalek in front of me here, and it's massive. It's massive, my baby Dalek. Oh, and it's remote control. It does all sorts of things. I don't know where I've put the instructions for it now, but it's I don't know. Do you know what a Dalek looks like? It's a gold colour, and it lights up and everything. I'm going to turn it on now. Well, I won't put it on the floor. Hang on, I can't find the on button. 1 minute. There it is. On button. There it is. My Dalek. It's got little lights and remote control. Right. And its head turns and it moves. Can you hear that? Oh, my God! It's looking for me! It's looking for me! Ah! Listen. Yes.
Dalek unit. Status. 100% efficiency. Awaiting input.
Yes! It will protect me. I love it. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's the remote control? I think I'm on the wrong button. There we are. I've switched now to remote control. It's got... Can you believe this? It's got... I'll tell you what. I'll try and take a little picture of me for this. But now this is the thing where the video is coming into its own, because I have actually got the Dalek in front of me at the moment, in front of the camera, and I mean you've got to see it to believe the huge size of this thing. And its head moves around. Hang on, let me see if I can do that. Not quite sure what I'm doing here. Oh, hang on, I haven't turned the remote control on yet, have I? Where's that then? There's the remote control. But it can be completely automatic. Right, hang on. What's happening there? No, nothing, no. Oh, yeah, there we are. Oh, yes. Yes. Daleks. Look at his head. And it makes all sorts of different speakings. Listen.
We are the supreme beings.
Yes, we are the supreme beings. Another way.
You will make a good Dalek.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, it's looking at me. Right, darling. Are you my friend? You are my friend, darling, aren't you? I love you.
I must exterminate all other life forms.
Yes. Get rid of them all! Yes!
I need orders.
Oh, he needs orders. I know what you mean. Some people pay for that, you know. There are certain people that you can pay to give you orders. But we can't discuss that on this show.
I obey.
I obey! So there we are. Isn't that fantastic? And it goes... I'm going to turn it off. 1 minute. Put that back on the floor there. I love it! We like toys, don't we? Yes. And it, as I say, it has this automatic mode, and it goes around guarding the house. And if anyone comes near it, it says things to it to keep away and that sort of thing. So there we are. I was very naughty. I was naughty. I noticed one of the cats was asleep in the kitchen, so I set this thing off. And it was wandering around the kitchen, and the cat, it opened one eye and then suddenly bolted up and sat there watching the Dalek. And then I made it went to where the cat ran out the house. Isn't that terrible? So that's my Christmas present, and it's working perfectly. Now, of course, this means that it's highly likely that the K9 also is working perfectly. So I don't think he's tried it yet, but I rang up Justin. I says, I think we better try batteries in the K9 as well. He said, and he rang back, and he says, you know what? He says, I've heard of some people doing things to get better Christmas presents, but you really take the biscuit. So I'm sure the K9 is working perfectly as well. The thing is, right, he's not going to take that K9 back, is he? Absolutely not. So I'll have 2 presents. Mum! Oh, hang on a minute. I know what he'd do it because it's nearly my birthday. Oh, I suppose I'll get that for my birthday. I thought I could have got something else out of him. He does buy me nice presents. Justin, you know, the manager of the steam coach. That's where I do the quiz night every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Sorry, I'm just getting comfortable here. Oh! Just be careful how I cross my legs. The steam coach. Yes, you know the quiz night. Every Wednesday quiz night, it's still there. £250 jackpot money. You could win it. So if you're ever down, I know I mentioned this, but it's always nice to see little faces there that are new. If you ever want to come and try and win 250 quid, it's the Steam Coach Quiz Night in Boxmoor, Hemel Hempstead, just outside of London, every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. I am the quiz master. Yes. Some people have called me a quiz mistress. I don't know why that is. Clearly, I am a man. Butch. Oh, by the way, I've got a lovely, one of my, it's very warm. Got another hooded top on today. Yes, I look very scary in a hooded top. Give me your mobile phone. Otherwise I'll do you. I'll cut you. I'll cut you. Give me the mobile phone. I've got mine, a rather nice turquoise blue top on today that I bought in that shop, what was it called? Sports World, when I was up visiting my sister in Lincolnshire. Right, so that's the Dalek. There is loads more to tell you, but I think we better do these emails. Must stick to my New Year's resolution. First of all, a couple here from Suko. Nice. We like long emails from Suko. By the way, the email address to the programme, if you ever want to join in, it's chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Have you written that down? Good. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Suko says, Dear Chris, I had to tell you this story when I heard about Sylvie's sausage roll. Are you a new listener or new viewer? We have viewers as well as listeners. How exciting is that? Oh, got itch. That's better. Sylvie is Justin's mother. You remember Justin I just told you about, who owns the steam coach, or is it a manager or owns? I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure what he does there, actually, to be honest. What happens is he's usually very late. He waltzes in the pub and then starts shouting at everyone because things aren't done properly. Oh, it gets on my nerves, dear. It really does. But Sylvie is his mother, and he's put her in to run the pub. And on Christmas Eve, I was feeling a bit peckish, so she got some sausage rolls out of the freezer. Now, she did tell me that she made them months ago, back in June or July, but they've been in the freezer. They're all right. I don't go, I mean, you should be really very careful with anything, with all sorts of food, especially if it's meat in it, because I think even the freezers, they say you can only have, keep it for so long, but it's been in there 6 months, and I thought, oh, I like, because sausage rolls, I like sausage rolls. If we have buffets at buffets at weddings or things like that, and you ever invite me, please make sure you have sausage rolls. I love sausage rolls. Anyway, she'd done a couple of them. She got them out and defrosted, and I had one, and oh, it was awful. I really didn't like it. And you don't like to be ungrateful, do you? And of course, I am a little bit piggish when it comes to these buffets. I tend to fill up the plate on my hands. I had 3 or 4 of these sausage rolls, which I'd taken back into the room where I was DJing. And I had half of one of them. I really didn't like it. So I went over to the bin, which was in the kitchen area. I was just about to dump them in the bin. Sylvie comes running in. What you throwing away there? Oh, no, I'm not keen on these sausage rolls. Oh, well, she weren't happy. She weren't happy. She says, what's wrong? She says, she talks like this. What's wrong with my sausage rolls? She goes, what's wrong with my sausage rolls? And she gives you that look. I love her. I love Sylvie. Real character. I said, well, I just don't like them. She said, that's best coarse butcher's meat, that is. And I think that's what the problem was. It was coarse meat. You know, instead of being finely cut, it was like lumps of it. Talking of lumps, actually, there used to be... I used to work at a place called the Black Cap in London, and we had a talent night, an amateur talent night, and there used to be this artist, May East, right? And he used to dress up as May West, but he called himself May East. And I don't know how we got into this subject, but I went in the dressing room once when he was getting changed, and he was cutting... Are you having dinner? He was cutting lumps off his feet. It was the most vile thing you've ever seen. I don't know if they were corns or bunions or anything like that, but it was absolutely cutting lumps off his feet. Isn't that awful? Horrible. Anyway, back to the email. Oh, that was it, lumps. We went from one lump to another. Back to the lumps in the sausage rolls, then. Suko says, when I was a teenager... Well, that's a long time ago, dear, isn't it? God... When I was oh, by the way, I'm smiling a bit better today because that little cut on my lip has gone, or nearly gone. It's like you feel that? It's still a bit dry there, and I still haven't managed to get the proper Vaseline yet. So I'm still on. I didn't put any of that on this morning. Maybe I should put a bit of that on. I've only got the Oh, I've got to be careful. Don't want it to go everywhere. I really should have gone out and bought some of that yesterday, but this stuff is like it's more of a it's like a just a minute. Let me rub it in. That's right, isn't it? It's more like a hand. I'm just rubbing the Vaseline into my lip there. That's it. Should have a mirror in here, really. Oh, I know what I can use the picture on the computer, can't I? To just check that I put it in properly. That's it. Oh well. Yes, I still haven't been out yet to buy that proper Vaseline stuff for my lip. Suka said, when I was a teenager, my father had a friend whose wife had died of cancer, so he would eat dinner for us. Eat dinner? Cook dinner, you mean? Whose wife had died of cancer, so he would. Oh, so, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I'll start again. When I was a teenager, my father had a friend whose wife had died of cancer, so he would eat dinner with us quite often. When my mother had surgery, he offered to bring dinner since he had eaten with our family so many times. That's nice, isn't it? Isn't it nice to do something for someone and they do something in return? Not that I'm saying, you know, you do something for someone, you shouldn't expect something to come the other way, but when it does, it's nice, isn't it? Do you think? He bought a pan of lasagna and half a bottle of wine. Oh, I don't like wine, Suko. It all tastes of vinegar to me. I hate it. Oh, horrible stuff. People sit there and they sit there in the pub. Actually, Anthony, you know my friend Anthony, he did it the other Sunday. He bought a whole bottle of wine and sat there and drank it. Well, he didn't see, he stood there and drank it. Oh, it's horrible. All wine, to me, tastes of vinegar. I hate it. Horrible stuff. There must be something wrong with my taste buds that it all tastes of vinegar like that, do you think? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry to... Give me a bag of cheese and onion crisps any day of the week, and I'll be happy over a miserable old bottle of wine.
Across the UK and across the world. From the Mirrorball studio in Royal Berkshire, this is Chris Reardon.
Right, now, when we were eating dinner, we were all looking at each other, what, in strange ways like this. They were all looking at each other. Did you open your eyes wide? Whoa! Looking. Yes. And making faces because the lasagna was vile tasting. Ha ha ha! That's a good point, Suko. What do you do when you go round to someone's house and it's vile tasting? Do you tell them? I mean, what do you do? It's difficult, isn't it? Really, I remember I was in America. This was when I was 16, so 63, 73, 75, isn't it? I think 1979. And was with the Scouts. It was the Jamboree, 1979. And as part of our stay there, we stayed with 3 different families. And one of the families, I think it was in the Boston area, and they were ever so nice. And they did this Chinese meal. And there were so many courses, and I hated it. I just didn't like the taste at all. And what do you do? Anyway, I forced myself to eat all this stuff, and we went to bed. And at night, I got up, and I was sick as a dog. Sick as a dog in this toilet. And you know, it doesn't matter how hard you try. You can't be sick quietly, can you? So they must have heard. But fortunately, I'm so glad no one came in. I kind of closed the bathroom door, and I was over, head over the toilet. I do hope they did. I don't know. I don't know if they heard or not. Lovely people, though. I was thinking, I think it was my father who asked him if he had made it, and he said, no, my wife made it. Well, she'd been dead for 2.5 years. I mean, I know I did say to you earlier that you can keep stuff in the freezer for quite a while, but lasagna, 2.5 years old? And by the way, his name was Chris. Maybe he just wanted to save a bit of money. Would you give that to your cat, Suko? If you had some food, that you thought, not good enough for you, but it's good enough for the cats. Cats seem to have amazingly strong stomachs, don't they? They've come in here with bits of birds and mice. I mean, it's awful, isn't it? Now, Suko says about the Wii, because my nephew, Jimmy, 10 years old, he got a Wii for Christmas, with the table tennis and all. That's fantastic. Jerry bought Jade a Wii for her birthday. Actually, the Wii, on paper, it looks like World War II, doesn't it? WII. Jerry, which is Suko's husband, bought Jade a Wii for her birthday in October. I asked him what he paid, and he told me he bought the bundle, which included the Wii, the sports package. Yeah, that's what my nephew's got. That's the 5 games that came with it, plus 9 other games and an additional controller and nunchuck. All this for $399. He also purchased the high-definition cable and 2 GB memory cable, which he recommends because you can save the game and take it to a friend's house who also has the Wii. So you paid $400 for that. I don't know how many games Jimmy got. Shall we see if we can get him on the phone? 1 minute now. Hang on, I've got to plug something in. If he answers, I'll try and get him up on the programme. All right, 1 second. Let's see if he's around. Right. It's all bits and pieces in here. We haven't got everything on a button. Let me see if that works first. I don't know. I have to put my headphones on so I can hear the phone. That doesn't look like it's going to work, actually, is it? Maybe I've got a wrong... I might have a wrong... No, I've got a wrong button here. 1 minute. Is it on there? Oh, hang on. There it is. We've got a different dial tone to you in the States, haven't we? Can you hear that? Oh, no, that's not it. 1 minute. 1 minute, let's do it again. We've got... This is our dial tone. Right? Is that different to yours? Probably. Right, let's see if we can get Jimmy on the phone. Right, you won't hear this bit. They've got a nice phone. A little white phone, there we are. See if he answers. I don't know who's in it. Oh, hi, Tracy. Is that my niece, Tracy? Oh, I'm just in the middle of recording my show. Don't worry, they can't hear you. I would tell you first, because that's illegal. And you know I don't do anything illegal, Tracy. Is Jimmy around? Oh, where is he? Okay, don't worry. I'll sit here lonely then, Tracy. How's your house coming along? Just a minute. You know my niece, she's having a house built. Oh, yes. We don't have anything second-hand in our family, dear. Go on, what's happened to it? You got the windows in now? Yeah, what? Huh? They've got a front door now, yes? Yes, electrics are going in. Tracy, I am concerned. You will, of course, have broadband so that you can listen to this programme. Because we are doing it in Vision now as well sometimes. Yes, you can see as well as hear. The 29th of this month? Oh, okay. Will there be a housewarming party? Do I need to keep a date free for a housewarming party? Do you want me to do the disco? Good. Right, see you later. Bye. Bye. Oh, my dear niece. She's so excited. Her and her boyfriend. I know. I told them to get married. Shocking, isn't it? They're not even married and they're buying a house together. God, where will it all end? My mother would be turning in her grave. I'm telling you now. Get married first. Oh, no. They know better, dear. Buying a house together. They're very good with money, actually. They've been saving up for ages. Every extra penny they put in that bank account ready for their house. Let's see. Where are we now? About Jade's outfit on the Christmas card. Yeah, because Suko sent me a lovely Christmas card. Now, let me see where... Oh, look at that. It's here in front of me. And she's wearing... Not Suko, this is Jade. Is wearing the most beautiful outfit. I'm going to... Oh. Now, I'm just wondering, do you want me to show... What? Is this a general card you send out to everyone, Suko? I'm not sure... whether you want me to show that or not. Okay, I will show the bottom bit. There we are. I show just the bottom bit there. That's Suko's outfit, if you're watching on the video thing. Not Suko's outfit, that's Jay's outfit. And she's got the most beautiful red and white costume with a hat on there. Yeah, as I say, it's like a little Christmas thing there. Oh, I've got itchy ear now. Oh, I've got the itchy ears again. It's terrible. It started again, the itchy ears. But I mustn't put cotton buds in there, must I? Because that's where you get the infections. About Jade's outfit on the Christmas card, it was her costume for a Mongolian chopstick dance her Chinese dance troupe did a few years ago. I bought it to hang on the wall in the room. The headdress is heavy, but the mothers made light copies of them to wear when they danced. So, beautiful dress. It does actually look very heavy in the photograph. As I say, it's red, white, and... Is it yellow there as well? Red, white and yellow on there. She's a lovely girl, isn't she? Very lucky to have such a beautiful daughter there. And about your observation of Jerry walking away from me when I'm doing something that might embarrass him, like he did on the train the other day. When I think of it, yes, he does. Well, I don't blame him, to be honest, Suko. I think I've got a feeling, you know, when I eventually... It's only a matter of time before I come to... I'm sorry, I've got stuck here. Something's gone wrong with a chair. 1 minute. That's it. When I come to New York, if you embarrass me, then I shall have to walk off as well. Now, what things could you do to embarrass me? I mean, you might blow off. You might pass wind or blow off, you know, something like that in the street. And then I would have to walk away. Especially if it was noisy, you might bluff it. I'm sorry, I would have to walk off, Suko. We can't have any of that, dear. Yeah, she says, when I think of it, yes, he does walk off. On our second trip to China, when we went to get Jade, we first visited Beijing with an adoption group of 5 families, our social worker from the adoption agency and the Chinese guide before flying to the province where our babies awaited us. If you're wondering now about that whole adoption thing, we did do an adoption program. Now, to find that, and I told you about mine, and Suko wrote in and told you about hers, and Joe, of course, wrote in as well and told us about his experience, all of different sort of types of adoption things. We did do a show on that. That must have been about 9 months ago. I'm afraid I can't remember which one it was. But as always, if you go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, that's at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, then you'll find all the shows there going way back to October 2005. If you want to find that one, you're going to have a look at the summaries, okay? Because each show kind of has a little bit of a summary there. So have a look there. Especially, once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, then this programme is first and foremost a radio show, okay? And it's available by podcast, all of them right the way going back to October 2005. So YouTubers, you can get this on podcast only, that's sound only, at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right? Suko goes on to say, we were at the Forbidden City, which is where the emperors of China all lived. Yeah, I've heard of this. Oh, just a minute. Asterisk. Where's the asterisk? Okay, I see that bit. Yep. We had walked a lot and were resting against the outside of one of the buildings. I saw what looked like a piece of cement on the windowsill and picked it up. You're going to love this. When I turned it over and realised it was a piece of a tile from the roof, I said to no one in particular, look what I found. What should I do with it? Barbara, the social worker, said, take it. Tony, her husband, would. All right? I guess I felt like she had given me permission to take it, and so I did. But I made the mistake of putting it into my carry-on bag. When we were going through the security at the airport, I was pulled aside and asked what the item in my bag was, with the sharply pointed edge. Cindy, our Chinese guide, came over to interpret. She asked me what it was. I told her I found it on the ground, that I was an artist and was planning to use it in some artistic way. Which was the truth. Meanwhile, Jerry was nowhere to be seen. He's walked off, left her there. He had walked away, and the excuse was he didn't want them to know he was with me, because if I was detained, he would be free to get help. Thanks, Jerry. Good thinking. I guess I have an honest face because they let me go. But also, lately he walks away every time I practice doing the didgeridoo. We were doing that a couple of shows, weren't we? You know the didgeridoo noise? Oh, whoa. Can you do it? You've got to do the facial expressions as well. You kind of screw your face up a little bit and make your lips stick out. Like you pout your lips. You know, like that dreadful woman Posh Spice does. You've got to pout your lips, like that. And then you make the noise, like an Australian didgeridoo. Oh, whoa, whoa. Can you do that? Try again. Here we go. The Australian didgeridoo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right? Now you do it. Go on. Try it. And I'm going to have a little bit of a sniff here. Which you didn't hear, did you? Go on, have a go. Do it. Try it. Oh, oh, oh. Done it? We're mad, aren't we? We're mad. She says, I do go on, don't I? No, you don't, Suko. From the thing about the Forbidden City there, they actually got this from Wikipedia. For almost 5 centuries, the Forbidden City served as the home of the emperor and his household, and a ceremonial and political centre of Chinese government. Built from 1406 to 1420, the complex consists of 980 surviving buildings, with 8,707 bays of rooms, and covers 720,000 square metres. The palace complex exemplifies traditional Chinese palatial architecture. Are you trying to chip me up here with words? You know I'm not good with big words, dear. I'm not doing too badly, am I, eh? Palatial architecture. and has influenced cultural and architectural developments in East Asia and elsewhere. So thank you for that. Thank you for that, Suko. I have got another email here from Suko. Now, there is an email to the programme and also a postal address. All right? I will give you the postal address in the next 10 minutes or so. The email address, as always, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, Suko says also here, as your public... Yeah, Suko is also our public relations person for New York. And she says, as your public relations person and personal assistant in the USA, I will be happy to keep tracks to visits of fast food establishments. Is there anything else you'd like me to do, Governor? No, that's fine. Now, I did say, as part of my New Year's resolution, I am trying to visit fast food restaurants, i.e. McDonald's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, not Kentucky so much, because I don't have it. I don't eat Kentucky Fried. I've seen things and where chickens are treated, not just by Kentucky, but by all sorts of supermarkets. We had a very good programme on Channel 4 the other day, Jamie Oliver's Foul Meals. And it was the difference in the way that battery chickens are brought up and free-range chickens. And it was a shocker. It was an absolute shocker. You have never seen chickens in such a terrible state as some of those battery chickens. It made me cry. It really did. I'm not playing. It makes me very unhappy to see people or animals treated in a bad way. And those chickens, I mean, some people say, oh, they don't know any different. They are. It is a life. It's a life. And the difference between the battery chickens and the free-range chickens was quite astounding. Awful. But I do go to Kentucky to buy their wonderful ice cream. They do have an ice cream machine in there which does the job. In my opinion, you get a better ice cream from Kentucky than McDonald's. I've tried the McDonald's ice creams. Really don't like them. Don't like them at all. They taste... I don't know how to explain. They almost taste a bit too icy. It's just not got any flavour or taste to it. Whereas the Kentucky ones, I find them a little... Oh, lovely. They're like Mr. Whippy ones. Have you ever had a Mr. Whippy? Yeah, from an ice cream van. I like the tunes they play. Ding, 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 ding. They've got those bells and all that, haven't they? So that's what I'm trying to knock out, fast food. Now, have I been? Let me see if I don't think I've been to any fast food. Oh, I lie. On Thursday last week, I went to McDonald's and I bought 2 apple pies. That's 1 trip done, Suko. All right? Out of the 10 visits I'm allowed... No, hang on a minute. It's only an apple... No, I won't cheat. I'm only cheating myself, dear, aren't I? Oh, just bang me up. Oh. I'm only cheating myself. So, all right? I won't. I will not go. So I've already had 1 trip to McDonald's. Tick that off. 9 to go until December the 31st. Maximum of 10 trips to fast food restaurants this year. Suko says, enjoyed listening to you brewing tea and baking bread with the kitchen utensils clinking and clanking, just like on the TV cooking shows. Well, you want to get worried when you hear the chains and things like that. Sorry, dear, I'm getting quite carried away. She says, you might add another show to your already overburdened week. You could call it Cooking with Chris. Or how about Tea with the Queen? Beg pardon? What do you mean Tea with the Queen, dear? Beg pardon? Actually, that would be a lovely birthday present. I'd like a posh teacup and what is it? Teapot. A posh teapot and teacups. I've got teapots and teacups, but they're not. It's just a white one, really. Do you want? Shall I go and get it? Shall I go and get it? Just a minute. Let me go downstairs and just go and get my little teapot and teacups, and you can have a look. All right? 1 second. minute, darling, just a minute. Here it is. Oh. Got a white teapot. Can you hear it? Clinking and clanking, but I don't really use it, to be honest. I just put a tea bag in the cup and a white cup. I don't like those. It's nice, isn't it? I'm a teapot. I'm a teapot. Can you do the whole teapot thing? Look. There is a look. I'm a teapot. How's it go? I'm a teapot. I'm a teapot. I'm a teapot, short and stout. Tip me up and pour me out. So there's my teapot. Oh, I'm out of breath going up and down those stairs like that. That'd be quite a nice. I think it'd be quite a nice birthday present. Next month, I might ask my sister get me one of those, you know, the posh teapots and some cups. But I don't want the small cups because then you just. Oh, well, it doesn't make any difference if you've got a teapot, does it? Yes, that's what I want. I should order my Christmas. Oh no, hang on, I've asked for something else, haven't I? I'm very greedy, aren't I? Asking for presents. Maybe I should just buy one myself. I shall make a note of that for eBay. We'll just write that down. eBay posh teapot. Maybe I can get one of those Dalton. Is it Dalton? Or what's the other? Dalton and... What's that? Hang on, let me ring my sister, she'll know. My niece will know what they're called. Dalton, I think it's Dalton. With the China teacups. Hello, Tracy. Oh, it's my niece again. Tracy, what you know, posh crockery, teapots, teacups, Dalton, isn't it? Royal Dalton. Isn't there another one beginning with W? Wedgwood, that's it. Well done. See, you know, Tracy. You know. Is that what you want me to get for your house? Yeah, but you haven't got a posh one, have you? There you are. See you later. Bye. My little niece. Bless her. 19 years old she is.
From the Mirrorball studio in Royal Berkshire. This is Chris Reardon. Chris Reardon.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chris Reardon with you, United Kingdom Talk. Suko says, yes, I quite like the idea of tea with the Queen. Cooking with Chris. I'll be honest, Suko, I really hate those cookery programmes on the telly. They don't do anything for me at all. It's cheap television. Cheap television, don't like it. Suko says, you were puzzled when I mentioned Pearl in another email about old UK talk shows I like to re-listen to. She is the neighbour you watch the Eclipse with, isn't she? Yes, she is. She lives just 1, 2, 3 doors down, Pearl. Lovely lady. Oh, she's lovely. She has her grandchildren over a lot. She loves taking the grandchildren out on little trips and things like that. She says, Suko says, do you remember the character Bubbles on Ab Fab? Yes, of course. Mad, isn't she? I'm a bit like a male version of Bubbles, do you think? Am I like that? A little bit scatty? Possibly. And one more thing, about the herbal teas Joe and Amy sent you. Thank you very much, Joe and Amy. You could use them as room fresheners. Oh, I can't do that! You can't do that, Suko. These are expensive gifts that someone sent me. I'm not keen on the taste myself, but they have gone to very good use. Well, not all of them, because I saved some back. Some are going to my friend Anthony, because he likes them, and the others are going to Wayne the butler, because he likes anything like that. Anything that's a little bit unusual, Wayne likes. I have got some news about Wayne the butler. I'm looking at the clock there. I don't know if I'm going to have time to tell you that or not, because we have had all these emails to do, but very important. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're wondering why I keep looking over there, that's where my computer screen and clock is and all that. So that's what's next to me there. That's why I keep going like that, just to check everything's on. Because I'm not actually looking at myself. On there is like the timer, tells me what the time is, and little meters that go up and down and tell me that I'm not talking too loud or too soft and that sort of thing, all right? So that's what's going on there. Let me see. Suko says, this way you could keep them and not have to re-gift to Wayne the Butler. Any relation to Jimmy Butler? No. Wayne the Butler is no relation to my nephew Jimmy Butler. Butler. No, Wayne the Butler. That's not his surname, dear. Oh, God. Wayne the Butler. Well, the Butler. That's not his... Jimmy Butler is my nephew's full name. But Wayne the Butler, that's not his surname. I won't give you his surname because he might not want it. Oh, by the way... oh, but wait. That would mean you would unnecessarily be using energy. I never thought of that. We don't want to be doing that. Thank you, Suko. Thank you, my darling. Always one more little bit here. One more little bit here. She says, Chris, I've added personal stylist to my list of things that she's good at. She said, that's what I'm really good at. So now I'm your public relations personal assistant stylist. Do I need a stylist? I think I probably do, actually. I'm not very good at dressing or I'm really never been very good at doing the appearance thing. I can't be bothered. I mean, you should sometimes I turn up to DJ at places in tracksuit bottoms and a t-shirt. It's shocking, isn't it, really? I got chatted up this week. I'm going on a date. I'm cooking someone dinner is that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow, actually, tomorrow afternoon. So I'll let you know how that goes. His name's no, I won't tell you his name. No, won't tell you his name. I'm cooking someone dinner, so I'll let you know how that goes, Suko, all right? She says, on the subject of this whole video thing, yes, I agree, it might attract a whole new audience on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome along. I've been doing this show since October 2005. But we've just kind of delving now into the world of YouTube to see how that goes. Suko says it might attract a whole new audience, but you better remember who your real fans are. Yes, our podcast and radio listeners are there. Don't you worry. I know. Would I let you down? Have I let you down before? Come on. Is this a face you can trust? I think so. Is it a cheeky face? Did anyone younger who's listening, or anyone who's listening, did your parents, your mum or dad, used to grab your cheek like that and go, "You cheeky monkey"? Did they used to do that? She said, "You have a gift that should be shared." Love, Suko. Well, I don't know so much about a gift. As you know, I like to be friends with people, and I like to perhaps. I don't know what you'd call it really. You call me a connector, don't you? Suko thinks I'm a bit of a connector. That is, I connect people together. Example, there are forums for this programme where all the listeners and friends talk to each other. We've got quite a few members on there. I think it's about 30 odd members on there, and messages going back and forwards all the time. Now, if you want to join the forum, please feel free to do so. You'll find links to that on the main United Kingdom Talk website. That's unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I have actually got the internet in front of me. I don't know how many. Let me just see how many people we got on the forums now. Do join those and talk to each other. Introduce yourselves. They're a very friendly bunch. I have a couple of people keeping a close eye on the forums, just in case anyone puts any dodgy links or anything like that to any nastiness. And indeed, if you are one of those people who runs one of those, shall we say, adult sites, please bear in mind that we do have a couple of younger members of that forum there, and it's, please keep it off there because it's not nice for them to see such things. Yes, we all know that the internet, anyone can find anything, and I'm sure some youngsters know a lot more than me to find bits and pieces on there. But if you could keep that off the forum, the adult sites and that, I'd be most grateful. I've got 42 members on there, so that's quite nice, isn't it? And we're all over the place: England, America, Australia, Spain. Where else are we? The colonies. The colonies. I like that one. That's Anonymous. Anonymous is regularly on there. So is Carl Waring and Kathleen, the violinist. Who's done the most posts? It's Kathleen, isn't it? Let's see. 174 messages Kathleen puts on. Yes, you keep it up there, Kathleen. You are way in the lead. So if you ever want to go on there, talk to each other, go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, and click on forums. You'll see links to the forums on the most recent shows there. All right. Now, finally, Suko says, I have now watched some of your videos and she reckons it works. She says it was fun to see you doing your show with your half a smile. Well, I hope that's better now, Suko. Look, I can... A whole smile now. The cut is still there. If I stretch my mouth enough like that, right, it does still... There's a little bit of pain where the cut was on the lip, but it's not too bad now. Hopefully, you will gain some more listeners. I might watch from time to time, but to be honest, I like radio better than TV because I can do other things while I'm listening. Yeah, same here, same here. But I did enjoy it. You have a very expressive face with beautiful eyes. Do you like my eyes? Oh, well, they're not real. Here, take them out and have a look. I love the teeny mirror ball that you stole from someone's Christmas tree. Do you like that? Look, it's a little mirror ball. Hey? I'll put that back on there. Will it be back? Where can I hang it? That's better. Hang it from there. There we are. My mini mirror. It's not hanging in the. It's not hanging. Oh, I wish I hadn't moved that now. That doesn't look right. Oh, hang on. Do I hang it from there? I'm going to have to get a little thing that's where it needs to be, isn't it? Hang on. I have to reattach my mirror ball now. Oh, it needs to be on a longer piece of string, I think. I don't think I'm going to get that round there. Oh, Suko, why have I moved it? What else can I hang it with? Oh, I've got elastic bands. 1 minute. In my pot of things. Have you got one of these at home? Pots of things, look, pens and... Oh, that's... Have I got an elastic... Is that an elastic band? No. I don't know what that is. I think it might be one in the bin. Let me get one in the bin. Yes, I know there's one in the bin. Because I got some post yesterday and it had a elastic band around it. This bin is here somewhere. There it is. Got it. Yes. Elastic band. Or is that going to look a bit naff now, isn't it? With the elastic band around it, I think, possibly. Oh, you can't win, can you? I wish I hadn't taken this up. This is your fault, Suko. Oh, I just put it there for now. Oh, that's all right, is it? How's that? There we are. That's all right. My little mini mirror ball. I am a naughty person. By the way, and this is on the subject of healthcare. Do you remember Anonymous wrote in about the American healthcare, and he said it wasn't all that unless you had lots of money. By the way, while healthcare in the US is far from perfect, it's not nearly as bad as my friend Wayne painted it. She says, Moose, my apologies for contradicting you. It's very possible that he has had some bad experiences and soured on it. Actually, if you have no money, you are better off than lower middle class. There is Medicaid, which is in place for those at a certain poverty level. I was part of an administration team that oversaw all of Nassau County's 9 health clinics. Most of our patients were in the lower socio-economic bracket and had Medicaid and paid nothing, and they got very good care. There was a sliding fee scale for those who were above the poverty level. As for people losing their homes because they cannot pay their medical bills, this is actually very rare, Suko says. Actually, it's more often that doctors are sued for malpractice. They pay very high malpractice insurance fees, which is why the medical costs are so high. Most working people have insurance. We have very good insurance. Actually, mine's just gone up, actually, to about £75 a month. I think I told you, didn't I? We pay an $18 co-pay for each visit and $5 for generic medications and $15 for brand name medicines. Now, that's less than what I pay. £5 for generic... I pay £6.80. I think it is, for a prescription from the doctors, which is about £13, $13. I don't know. We also have an eye care plan where we can get 2 pairs of glasses free every 2 years, so that's good. Also a dental plan, which is not great, but every little bit helps. The bad part is when you become old and unable to care for yourself. When you reach the age of 65, you get Medicare, which pays for portions of your health care. But if you need full-time care and there is no one to care for you and you need to go into a nursing facility, Medicare does not pay. If you are above the poverty level, you must pay for placement in a nursing home yourself and can easily go through all your savings very quickly. Yes, I should think you could. In fact, they encourage the elderly to spend down their money so that they can get on Medicaid, leaving many nothing to leave their families. And that's from Suko. Yes, we do have that come up in our news now and again, actually, Suko. That sort of thing with, you know, I do think it's wrong for elderly people to have to sell their homes. And that sort of thing. Right, can I just give you the, because I'm running out of time, I've only got a minute or so left, the postal address, the email address once again, thanks for the emails there, Suko. The postal address is, well, the email first, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I'd especially like to hear from any YouTubers that have joined the programme now. Welcome along, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, the postal address, put pen to paper, it's Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, RG429ED. Once again, Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, BRACKNELL, RG429ED. And that's it. I'm way out of time. I've still got all these emails here. There's one from Ross P, Andy, and a new listener, Amanda. I'll read them out in the next show. Thank you very much for joining me. From myself, Chris Reardon, I'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye now.